Yo, what is up? Elden Ring here in Shadow of the Erdtree. Now, I've beat the game, completed it, and I have all the magic spells, so I wanted to show them off for those of you that like to play as a mage, which is what I prefer to play as. Now, I like to play, like role play as a carrier knight, you know, whatever. I'm a Team Ronnie, Team Renala, etc. They did have this weapon right here, this Carrion sorcery sword, which is a thrusting, like piercing and paladin sword, but it does have a magic. I'll show you. There's the thrust right there, and then you have this. Oops. So you have that right there, and it shoots the. It's kind of like the Carrion. What is it? You know, you have the swords up above you. Anyway, there are a couple of staffs in the game. You have the maternal staff. I've already upgraded it to level 25. And then you have the staff of the Great Beyond. That's plus 10 right there. So, whoops. I will show you the details about it right here. You know, catalyst for casting both sorceries and incantations. The mother receives signs from the greater will from beyond the microcosm, or beyond of the microcosm. Despite being broken and abandoned, she kept waiting for another message to come. That is staff of the great beyond right there. And then we have the maternal staff. This one right here, staff of Count Muir, who made himself a mother of fingers, carried for want of tail fingers of his own. Enhances finger sorceries. The crystal ball, though representative of a microcosm, would not receive any sign. So, you know, I just wanted to show those off right there, and I'm just gonna grab a, oh, if I can find them. So many items in here. This is what I am on, like new game. I don't even know. I tried to put a bunch of stuff in my chest here, but anyway, I was just going to show you some of these spells. So the first one, the Glint Blade Trio. It's kind of like what I just cast a second ago. Now, there is a Glint Blade that was already in the vanilla game that fired the single weapon. This is just like a trio version of it. Also, beware, there could be spoilers in here. So, I mean, there is spoilers. Not no could be, there is. But it may spoil some stuff for you, so tune out if you don't want to see that. All right, Renala's Twin Moons. Yep. I'm not aimed on anything, but you see how that works right there. I'm not locked on anything, and it's got the little splash damage afterwards. And then we have Miriam's Vanishing. Now we'll go over these after I show them all off. And then we have the Gravitational Missile. This is a charge spell. So you can do it quick like that, or you can hold it. Does a little more damage. Blades of Stone. Another charge spell. The Glintstone Nail. It's got very good range. And then the Glintstone Nails. Go use this on Melania. And then you have the Fleeting Microcosm. Another charge one. You can do it fast, goes like that, and then the charge one, just a little bit slower. All right, so now let me go back over here and we'll look at those spells. You can read what they do, whatnot, and then we'll go over some more. So the Glint Blade Trio creates a sigil that forms 3 projectile glint blades after delay. Incarnate twin moons and repeatedly strike the ground. Conceal self in a glintstone haze. Gravitational missile fires a bolt of gravity that pulls in enemies. It's very good for flying enemies. Blades of stone summons rock blades from the earth. Glintstone Nail fires a shattering magic nail. The same thing, just fires multiple nails in different directions. And then the Fleeting Microcosm conjures a microcosm that pulses with a single wave, disappearing in a burst. All right, so now let's see, we'll go with some of the other newer ones here. Right here, the Cherishing Fingers surrounds the caster with a mesh of hefty fingers. And then we have the Mantle of Thorns, covers self with Scudatri's impenetrable thorns. Right here, impenetrable thorns, summon the Scudatri's impenetrable thorns from the earth. Okay, Rings of Spectral Light creates rings of spectral light that fire in unison. Mass of Putrescence, I don't have it ever. Flings a great mass of Putrescence. Like, you've already not worried about spoilers. That is a boss that you fight. Vortex of that word right here. Wrath from afar fires a golden shockwave that knocks back foes. Heal from afar. Minor Erdtree. This one is in the vanilla game. This is a new one. Aspect of the Crucible Thorns. This is an incantation. Aspect of Crucible Bloom. That's an incantation. I don't have enough faith. I have to boost that up. Multi-layered Ring of Light. Land of Shadow. Light of Mikola. I don't have enough for that. You got to have 72 faith. I don't have a faith-based build. Knight's Lightning Spear. I do have that one, so I can show that off. Real quick, we'll just go over some of the other ones here. Electro Charge, Dragon Bolt, Florisax, Fire Serpent, Rain of Fire, Mesmer's Orb. It's another faith one. Roar of Rugalia, Furious Blade of Anxbach. All these are either bosses or mini bosses. Pest Thread Spears, that one's not. Rotten Butterflies, it is exactly what it sounds like. Mydra's Flame of Frenzy, Ghost Flame Breath, Baal's Tyranny, Baal's Flame Lightning, Golden Arcs, Giant Golden Arc, Spira, Watchful Spirit, Divine Bird Feathers, and Divine Beast Tornado. Now, some of these like these right here, like where are they at? The spiral stuff. Where did I see that at? One of them said something spiral. I don't remember where it was. Anyway, right here, like the Spiral of Light. So some of these spiral spells or incantations, you can look and right here, like this particular finger seal, the Spiral Tree Seal boost spiral incantations. This Fire Knight Seal boosts Mesmer's Flame incantations, which I don't have the faith for these. And then Mikola's incantations right there. And then of course, this one boosts Finger Sorcery. But we'll look at this, Cherishing Fingers. And that is a charged one, you can hold it. Here goes the Mantle of Thorns. Here goes the Impenetrable Thorns. Impenetrable Thorns. You can't penetrate it, we'll leave it at that. Ring of Spectral Light. Man, look, almost smoked it, bro. Mass of this guy's name. This is another like charged one. Obviously, the longer you hold it, the more damage it does. This one is not. This is just a cast. Aspects of the Crucible Thorn. Oops, that's an incantation. This is another incantation here. You kind of turn into that flower bloom. I know you've seen this before, right? Like in the vanilla game, where the flowers shoot the little things up. And then the Knight's Lightning Spear. very good in the game. FYI. Now with this particular staff right here, I believe you can do you can do both. So I'll show that again. The Staff of the Great Beyond, you can do both incantations and spells with it, so you don't need any of these. And I'll just show you. Only weapon that I have. So this is a spell right here, right? And this is an incantation. So, you know, I know some of the finger seals don't have any weight on them. They're like 0. Some are like 1.5. I think some might even be 2. Here you have a staff that weighs 2.5 that does both. Hey, one thing about this particular staff, like the scaling is D for strength, B for intelligence, B for faith. So it's not the best staff, like in terms of scaling. And obviously, like when you're in the Shadow of the Erdtree realm, the scaling goes by your character, which you can level up to 20. I'm already maxed out after playing through the game. Just to show you right here, it doesn't, you know, blessing 20 can't be empowered any further. So like I'm as strong as you can get, you know, in the DLC. So it does make a huge difference too. Like you really start to see the difference in the front part of the area when you get like into double digits, like 11, 12. You'll start to see a huge difference in the damage that you do just to enemies walking around, not even you know, like mini bosses or bosses. You can tell a huge difference in the damage that you do. I'll try some of these other ones that I'm able to cast that I have the leveling for. Electro charge. And that is a charge, or you know, charge spell. You can get fast like that. You can power it up. Fire serpent. Obviously, if you lock on, it'll hit whatever. That one is really cool. This one is cool. You see Moog's signal on there, right? Right there. Pest thread spear. So we have something similar in the vanilla game. You have the pest thread. This is your spear. This does a lot more damage. Rotten butterflies. And then the flame of frenzy. It doesn't inflict madness on yourself. So you can hold that for damage. Ghost flame. If you played the DLC, you'll be annoyed by this one. And then the golden arts. And then we already did electro charge. All right, so I'll do the last few of them. Let's see. We have this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And then ones that I can't do, let me see. I can get the faith up to 58. I don't think I can show you Light of Mikola. 52, if I can do that. 52, I can do that. 60, I think I can do that. So this is what we're going to do here. Ones that I couldn't show off. I don't think I can get to 70. I think I can do that. I'll have to make like a separate video Oh, that one takes too many slots. All right, so let me boost my faith. So what I can do is come here, and there are some new talisman. You have this one right here. You have, no, that one's been in there. The Lord's, there's also another, I have it, it's in my stash. It's a green one that, oh no, this is it right here. Restores FP. Then you have the other one that restores HP. You have these right here. So it greatly boosts HP restoration from Flask. And then you have this +3, boosts maximum HP. You have the same thing like with the FP right here. And then of course like your stamina and stuff. And then you got the double-headed turtle. So you got like a few things like that in here. You have this that boosts arcane. So we got to boost faith up. So we can use that for faith. Right here, boost, this one is new, the Pearl Shield Talisman, boost all non-physical damage negation while guarding. You have some of these. And then some of these are for spells right here. Shortens casting speed for sorcery incantations by the utmost, but increases damage taken. So, you know, you have, what is it? The, not the Godfrey icon, the Radagon icon, where it speeds up. I have it in my stash, where it speeds up the spells. You could use this one right here, and it's going to increase it that much even more. Enhances attacks executed after maintaining the same stance for a while. I was trying to see if there were some other faith ones here. Oh, right here, if you use the Madness Incantation, you could use that. And then for the faith, I need this. And then right here, potency of storms, potency of magma, potency or enhances weapon throwing attacks, raises potency of kicking and stomping. You know, you have a couple different ones in here. For this right here, two-handed sword, enhances attacks with two-handed weapons. There's another one. Pretty sure that's a new one. This one right here, it's just like a vaccine, raises resistance to the last ailment suffered. It's the COVID talisman. And that should be good. And then I think what I can do now is come in here and use one of these. I should be able to cast everything now. So yeah, we'll cast all these ones first. This is a charge. Trust me, the person you get that one from when you fight, it's super annoying. Spyro, Watchful Spirit, Divine Bird Feathers. And that is a charge. That is me holding it. And then the Divine Beast Tornado. Kind of reminds me of Commander. What is the one in the castle in the Land of Shadow? I already showed that one. I don't think I have enough to do the other two, but I can look. Yeah, I don't have. I'm sorry. I thought I had enough to do all of them. Gotta have 72 faith. I'm not faith filled. I have like. I'm level 300 on here, as you can see, but my faith is only 50. I can't get it up 20, sadly. Like, honestly, at level 300, you're not even overpowered. I'm gonna keep it real. But that's some of that's the spells and the incantations, the new staffs that are in the DLC. A long video there, just wanted to show them off. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave it down below. My opinion on the game real quick is, honestly, I know there was like a Eurogamer guy. He said that the game was hard for the sake of being hard. I don't think he was wrong. I think the game is. I think the enemies in general are overtuned for the game. Everything feels like way overpowered when you first start out, and like the vanilla game of Elden Ring, like the base game, Lands Between. Nothing ever really feels like that. When you first like start off, yeah, you got the Crucible Knight that is there in front of the church. You avoid him, and then everything else you fight, like the gate front. You can go in the cave right there to the left. You can kill the people patrolling up there by the gate front, and like you're 1 and 2 tapping those starting out like as a starting class, and like it takes them like 5-6 hits to kill you, and you could run away and heal. This ones are like just consecutive like weapon art attacks and attacks that you have to try to double heal to, and you don't have enough time, and it's just wrecking you. I did beat it. I didn't really have a problem. I mean, look, I would say maybe 2 of the bosses took me a few hours to beat, but the rest of them, I mean, I played quite a bit on stream, and some of them, were a little annoying. That maybe took me 10, 15 tries, whatever, till I figured out what I needed to do. My problem, I guess, like with the game in general, was there's a lot of just enemies roaming around, like this fire golem right here. Like him, it's like you have to game plan to destroy him. And I get it, like, it's kind of like the Lands Between. You go in there and, you got the knight walking, the gold knight walking or on the horseback, patrolling back and forth. And he's a pain. This one is way worse than that, though. That one, I feel like, is a more fair fight, even though, yeah, he can delete you early on. This one, even late game, even maxed out, everything level 300, all the weapons fully upgraded, and then the character, leveled up to 20. He's still really hard, and he's just an enemy. He doesn't have a big bar at the bottom, not even a mini boss. And there's other enemies like that. Like, I'm still getting like 3-shotted in the back, fully leveled up, by just random enemies that are out in the world. So I don't know, but I enjoyed it, and I'm actually on my 3rd playthrough, 2nd on PC, and I'm almost done on the PlayStation. So it's 3 playthroughs. It is what it is. I found everything on PC. I did save scum to make sure that I got everything. And then last but not least, if you want to see what the map looks like, you can screenshot it. This is every grace on the map. If you want to screenshot it so you know where the graces are. I won't spoil like where the bosses are and stuff like that, but you can screenshot it if you want to unlock the whole map, and know where the graces are. At the starting point on purpose. You can also see where I'll try to show where all of Nicola's little things are right there, the little moon. I'll just go around the map. If you want to pause it and screenshot anything, feel free to do so. You can see a couple of them right there. A couple of them right there. But yeah, that's it right there. There's the other one right there, in case you didn't see it. But yeah, overall, man, if I had to rate the DLC, it's definitely like I would say like I'd probably give it on a scale to 10. I would go like 9.2 on it. It'd probably be a little higher if it wasn't for what I think is overtuning of some of the enemies in the game early on. I'd probably give it a little bit higher. I could even see someone being like, oh, it's like an 8.7 out of 10 or 87 out of 100, whatever. But yeah, it's like 9.2, 9.1, 9.2, somewhere in that range is probably a good score for it. I think like once you've played through it a few times, though, kind of like the vanilla game, you're like, yeah, this is nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll understand, you know, how everything works and where everything is and what to expect. But that's it right there. All the spells. I'm out. Peace.